Hello, Cancers, and welcome to your March 2024 reading. So, March is a big month. We have the equinox, spring, Ostera, that is going to bring life in this beautiful balance of day and night, the equinox. Around the 22, we have the new moon in Pisces, which is going to allow you in your fellow sign, in your spirituality, in what in your inner world needs to, within 6 months, eclipsed, understood, shine the light on, is the perfect time. And we will have, of course, the full moon with an eclipse around the 25th in Libra. Everything, again, Libra, balance. In our relationships, in our dynamic with others, and so on. So, spring, life, and balance. Beautiful month of March. So, in this understanding, I meditated on your energy. And here is the first thing that came out. 6 of Swords. And that means that probably from the leftovers of February or whatever, but you come in the month in the process of turning the page, of turning the page on old sadnesses and on the Magician in reverse. This is when things are happening to us. We don't feel we have the power of manifestation here. It's more things are happening, we have to manage them, and so on. Whatever that was. It could be a manipulation also. But a great sadness that you are now ready to turn the page on. And that, the 6 of Swords is very important because it takes willpower. We can see that our masculine is using a wand. So our masculine side, the part of us that is in action in this world, using our knowledge, our wisdom, is going to use his willpower wand to push our inner feminine and our inner child away from the sadness, the choppy waters. It's going to leave behind the sadness in order to bring us in a calm, serene way, bringing the wisdom of it, the balanced wisdom. That next card we have the King of Cups. So that action actually will help to ground you emotionally. It deepens your emotional wisdom here. King of Cups. And then at the end of the month, we have the Fool, ready to start again in that beautiful 0, because the Fool's numeric number is 0. So that means he's not carrying any charges or vibrations. That's why it's the freest of the major arcanas in that sense. He's not yet embarked into a cycle. He's actually going to jump in it. But with a white flower in his hand, he's been purified. And of course, Spirit is there to guide him. So, under that capacity to turn the page here, forgiving, you're able to, because you understand something. You understand that probably what you've lost here was associated with an Empress in reverse and the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. So that would be the lack of unconditional love within yourself. Maybe you didn't listen to your aspiration, intuition, inner knowledge here. Maybe you discarded your divine feminine, and that made it that you weren't able to bring to fruition what it was supposed to be. You understand it. That understanding a lack of self-love, unconditional love and worth, and so on. That understanding actually helps turning the page, because you're like, oh, okay, it's these conditions that created that sadness. So I'm going to separate myself from the sadness, because now I understand what is needed not to live that anymore. So therefore I don't need to carry the sadness to remind me that to be careful of that. Under the King of Cups and beside our Ace of Sword here, our understanding, we have the Knight of Sword and the Knight of Wands. So I take that understanding and I go directly acting on why my Empress was in reverse. And here with the Knight of Wands, I have this spur of energy entering into Aries season at the end of the month. Cancer, that's probably going to be with those eclipse and this understanding. It's going to give you this extra energy. And under that, I have Temperance, because that extra energy is going to be there to allow you to, get rid of old beliefs, heal deeply because you're understanding. So this is beautiful. Under our Fool, we have the Star. So if we just take that row of I understand at the beginning of the month, I act upon it in the middle, and that realigns me with who I truly am. And the Star allows the downloads of new water, aspiration, gifts from the universe, because we're in a receptive mode. Again, we're not in reversed here. And so with that Fool, the Star, here we have Queen of Wands. Now I know what I want. Now I know why maybe the law of attraction brought the complete opposite than what I wanted. It was because of my Empress in reverse. But now the Queen, that aspect of the law of attraction in the feminine, is upright. I understand, Ten of Swords, what the beliefs that I have to restore. Temperance, House of Belief, Sagittarius. And here with the Chariot, I'm able to move past it, go towards my success. So if something did not work for you before, here at the end of the month, you're in a beautiful realignment for your success. And we know that, the Chariot has that 8-pointed star, like the Star card, because what's guiding him is his aspiration. So feminine, masculine, if the feminine was in reverse, the masculine can work like it wants. It's like climbing a hill, and it's at one point there's going to be sabotage. So here you're readjusting the feminine so that the two Sphinx can go, aspired by your 8-pointed star, mastering the shadows. You can go into the light. Ten of Swords, I know exactly how I betrayed myself, maybe how I kind of co-created what happened. So let's clarify this for you, my beautiful Cancers. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Cancers for March 2024. Let's see. One more time. Okay. Show me the Six of Swords, Five of Cups, and Magician in reverse. Yeah. So it's about something you wanted to build. Some of you, it's, in work, a career, a project. You wanted to build it. But here, the Knight of Swords is in reverse. So that means that you were going about it with a big lie within yourself. And what is it like, the big lie? Well, if it has to do with an Empress in reverse, that's when we doubt even the inspiration that we have. We doubt that it comes from a space of enough. We doubt that it's going to be received. We doubt it's not a certitude, because here Venus is not the principality of my worth. The love within me cannot be shared unconditionally. It's more on a base of merit. It's more on a base of lack. And so therefore, when we're trying to build, if we're coming from there, these guys are going to work like crazy because they have a lie within them. So it's not for our best. It's not from our inspiration. Let's see that Ace of Swords. What did you understand? Ooh. Okay. Well, that understanding created a Tower in reverse with, here we have Seven of Pentacles, Four of Swords. It's like understanding all of our, what we were waiting for, what hurt us in the past, the Three of Swords, understanding all of that at the same time, and then seeing that what we're trying to build, what we're trying to create or manifest is not us. We're not doing it in the right way. Maybe we're expecting or hoping and waiting for things. We're just laboring here. We're not expanding. Page of Wands in reverse. We're not even enthusiastic towards it. It's not us. Empress in reverse. Ooh, all right. Empress in reverse and the Chariot in reverse. Car crash. It didn't work because the alignment was not aligned with our true feminine. Your feminine is the part of you that is connected with the invisible. And what is the invisible? The invisible is all the energies, the vibrations that can be received, feminine, from the divine, from your subconscious, from your intuition, from the vibes are outside of you. The receptiveness, the capacity to understand and read your aspiration and so on, divine knowledge and so on. So when she's in reverse, she's disconnected from it, almost like, well, I'm not enough for it, or I will doubt it. My masculine will not follow my orders because I doubt myself. The principality that would hold me and be the receptacle is not there. So, all right, let's look at the King of Cups. Ooh, okay. So the King of Cups with the Pope, like, oh, I understand, Pope. I understand the spiritual intelligence behind what happened. And now I see that I have to go get. I cannot build from from a Five of Pentacles. Behind it we have our High Priestess speaking here, and a bit of the Death in reverse. All things that I have to let them die. I was trying to build from a place where I was willing to sacrifice myself for maybe the projects of others or ideas that I thought would be good for others and so on. I was outside trying to compensate all of that thing here. That's why it wasn't aligned in, yes, I'm receiving this from an infinite place. So my emotional intelligence is telling me, you know what? All those sadnesses, let's leave them behind. I turn the page mentally. I turn the page emotionally. I take my will and I move to something that will be much more fulfilling. A part of my life that will be more fulfilling. So the 2 knights here are your actions. You're moving into action. Knight of Wands. So Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands, Knight of Wands. And it's with the 7 of Wands. So 7 of Wands, that means that as you're saying, I'm leaving this behind, you're going to have to put your boundaries here. Assert your will because of what you understood. I have to do this. Temperance. And temperance is going to help clear the leftover old wounds to make sure that you are not projecting, that you're not lost in a cloud as to where you're going. Right now, in the month, you might have a period where am I doing? I'm doing this, I see why, but where am I heading? It's not quite clear yet. Hermit in reverse. Once the fog will be completely removed here through the slow alchemic process of understanding, healing, adjusting your beliefs, then our hermit will be able to be upright. The hermit will be able to, make you feel your inner light, guiding you into, I don't see 5 years in advance, but I know because I feel it. My feminine is telling me within myself, in my inner truth, that this is the right path. So I'm going to follow it. So it's kind of it's going to take conviction, maybe a bit of anger, to put you on that path until your hermit can follow, and support you. So let's look at the Fool. So that's why maybe the first will be more like a jump. All right. Yeah, okay. And here we have, so the first will be, here I have the Wheel of Fortune. And we have the Knight of Wands again. So some of you, it's going to be like out of the left field. I'm getting out of there. No more. That kind of anger. Because now you see exactly why it happened the way it happened in the past. And you're like, I'm not letting this happen again. I'm jumping out of there. And so the Fool and the Knight of Wands is going to be, and we have the Knight of Wands here with the no more. And I'm jumping in a cloud, but it's almost like I don't want this anymore. I don't know what's in front, but whatever's in front is going to be better than what I'm leaving behind. The importance here is to be careful of your mind. And that's why I'm happy to see the 10 of Swords. Because you don't want to sabotage yourself because of the leftover, old beliefs that created this. You have to be careful and really understand. The Wheel of Fortune turns when we really hold our new understanding within ourselves. That's our truth. We don't want to go back and forward. Very important to drop all of the old stuff to make sure that it doesn't go and get back the old beliefs. Let's look at the star. All right. Death. We're going to let them die. Perfect. Transformed. Here is the high priestess. That's part of, it's going to be kind of a beautiful cleaning of soul disruptors, let's call it like that, to make sure that you're truly aligned. And here with the 10 of Swords, Queen of Wands, at the end of the month for you, it's going to be important to, because she works with the vision boards. But we have to make sure, as I'm stopping, 7 of Swords, have to make sure there's nothing left of, I can be screwed, robbed, betrayed by the universe, by the world, by God. Because if not, even if you put the most beautiful things on your vision board, that's going to be the truth that's going to come up. Make sure your truth is aligned. So that's why the 10 of Swords is important. Death is important. All right. Justice. Justice is important. Here's our eclipse in Libra. And what is going to be eclipse is that incapacity to commit, ground your aspiration, make what you want to grow. Invest in yourself. What prevented you from investing in yourself? You have to understand it. Not just go to war with it, but understand it. Justice. Justice is ruled by Venus, like the Empress. These two are ruled by Venus. And because the only way that you can make things balance for you is if that principality of Venus is exalted inside of you. So that means, yes, I can hold unconditional love within myself. I can allow that to me, feminine. That's why it's a feminine on the justice. It's allowing Venus to bring your unconditional worth and value and love within yourself. Therefore, you can feel the love of the divine. You can feel the will of the divine to make you bloom. And it becomes believable if you allow that in. And then, of course, this balance would never be acceptable. You would never allow it. Hint, your law of attraction. Law of attraction attracts what is similar, what you vibrate. You vibrate balance, you attract balance. And here you're going to attract balance and movement forward and success. Very aligned to your ambitions, because the Chariot rides on the axe between Cancer and Capricorn, between the invisible and the visible, your ambition and where you come from. Feminine, masculine, that's where he rides. That's what is success. So, on that, I'm going to call this success, or towards success. So, on this, my beautiful Cancers, thank you for watching, sharing, commenting. Please subscribe to help grow the channel. If you want a private reading, in the description below, there's a website, and it's very easy to book a reading if you want. Thank you for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. And again, have an amazing equinox and full moon in Libra that you see here will be probably very significant for you, my beautiful Cancers. So on this, namaste, and I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.